Morning, come on in. I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands and we'll get started. I'm between meetings, so I'm going to make a quick breakfast. All right, so I'll introduce myself and then we'll go ahead and get started. Hopefully, you saw the picture in the thumbnail for this post. Welcome, welcome. Um, so, again, I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. I'm a home cook and I've been on a health and wellness journey. Good morning, Renee. Good morning. Yes, breakfast with Maggie. Feel free to cook along with me or just watch and learn if anything that I give you is helpful. So again, I'm between meetings, so I'm going to make a quick breakfast, but I've been on a health and wellness journey so far, down over 70 pounds with at least 30 more to go. By changing the way that I eat, I've been tested for food sensitivities, which was a cheek swab and some hair samples. So I have a list of foods that I can have and a list of foods that I have to avoid. All right, so we are going to be making breakfast peppers. I'll show you guys a great, I think it's great, recipe for a good scrumptious breakfast or any meal, any time of day meal. We're going to be using this yellow pepper. So this was requested yesterday. I'm going to wash it. And what I like about this pepper, not only the beautiful color, is that I'm noticing that the bottom is kind of flat because we're going to cook this in the air fryer. So you want something that can stand up. I also did this recipe. If you look back on my page, you'll see the one for the poblano pepper, which is a long, it looked like a jalapeno, a really big jalapeno, but it wasn't spicy. It had more of a smoky flavor. All right, so I'm going to wash my hands and wash our pepper. All right, so you could do this in the oven, underneath the broiler. Really, we're just going to assemble some ingredients that are already ready. That's a great way to make any meal, whether it's an omelet or a soup. And we'll do a little bit of meal prep, veggie prep while it's cooking. All right, so we've got our pepper washed, and I'm gonna grab my cutting board and knife. So just sharpen my knife a little bit. I try to do it all the time. And then I'm going to take the top off of my pepper, okay? So I'm going to slice it this way and try and get a nice little bowl, a basin, so that I can stuff it with all the yumminess. All right, so I am looking at my pepper and you can see it's kind of got a little bit of a dip here. Hey, good morning, much better. Thank you so much. So I've got a little bit of a dip here. So I'm looking for the lowest point on the pepper, and that's where I'm going to put my knife so that I cut it and I don't have like, like this side sticking up and this side is kind of low. Also, remember, hey, Globe Girl. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Absolutely. So I'm going to cut one slice. All right, so I've taken the top off the pepper. You know, I'm silly, got my little hat. So I'm just gonna reach in there with my hand and pull out the seeds and the stem. A nice fresh pepper, you'll get it pretty much out in one go. But I do have a little bit in there, so I just rinse it underneath some water to get the rest of it out. So I'm doing this as the breakfast version. I've only had coffee and tea so far today. I eat 2 meals a day, so I like for them to be pretty solid. So Renee says, you're going to make it. Okay, absolutely. You guys feel free to make this whenever. I'll always be here for you, and you can rewatch the video and pause it because, hey, we all start somewhere. All right, I'm just going to dry it off a little bit so that it's stable for me. I've seen stuffed peppers with all kind of stuff. I'm just kind of blotting it because I want it to be dry. This is completely optional, but yeah, I'm doing breakfast peppers. Okay, so we've got our stuffed pepper here, and you see we've got a nice little basin. So that's going to be our vehicle for all the yumminess we're going to put in there. All right, so I'm going to move from the cutting board. I'm going to use my air fryer. So I'm going to go ahead and get the tray that I'm going to cook it on, because when you move it, we're going to have raw egg in there. So I don't want to transport it too much. So I'm going to go ahead and get it where it needs to be. So one second, let me change my work surface from this. All right, so I've got my air fryer tray. If you have an oven, you can use an oven. If you have a toaster oven, that'll work too. So I just line with foil for easy cleanup, completely optional. What was I gonna say? I can't remember. It'll come back to me. Got a lot on my mind, but I'm so glad that you guys are here. Happy Friday. Thank you for holding me accountable. You know, I want to age gracefully. So this is what I do. All right, so I've got my baking tray here lined with foil. I'm not going to spray it with any oil. I don't think you need to. I don't remember doing that the last time. So on my tray, I'm just going to place my pepper in the center, and then I'm going to stuff it here so that when I move it to the air fryer, I don't have to move it too much. I'll just walk slowly with this. Oh, yes, what I was going to say, it doesn't take long to cook. You just want to cook it to your level of doneness for the eggs. I like my eggs not hard, but not runny. So I guess like a soft cooked egg. So that's what I'm going for. And again, I just look, and sometimes we'll even tap on the yolk to see if it's kind of solid or if it's still jiggly. All right, so the last time that I did this, I put the egg in first, and then I did, hey, Amethyst, come on in, everybody. So glad that you guys are here. The last time I did this, I put the egg in first, and then I layered it with the cheese and the turkey sausage. And the thing is that with the egg at the bottom, I couldn't really see how done it was. And like I shared with you all, Mom taught me to cook with all of my senses. So one of the things you're looking for to look and see if your egg has gone from that clear to the white for the egg whites, and I couldn't see it. So this time I'm going to do some layers, but I'm going to put the egg on the top so I'll be able to see. All right, let's see. Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Refuse to Lose. Thank you for everybody coming in and supporting. Feel free to shout out where you're watching from. If you're new here or if you've got a channel, I'm happy to pay it forward and shout out your channel too. All right, so what are we going to be using? I have these Butterball turkey sausage crumbles. We used these before. This is a great item to keep. You can put, as you can see, in an omelet. I think that's a little burrito taco they have on there. So I already have some from before. These are the kind of little things that I'll keep in the fridge. I warmed them all, and I didn't. I warmed them in the skillet, and I didn't use all. We also have my shredded cheese. If you guys were with me yesterday, you saw that I shred my own goat's cheese. Let me know if anybody hasn't seen the package, but this is LeClaire Pepper Jack goat's cheese. This is my favorite melting cheese. Hey, MJ, Miss MJ. This is my favorite melting cheese because I'm sensitive to cow dairy, so I can't have regular cheese, so I'm using a goat's cheese. But if you can have it, please stuff your peppers with real sausage and real cheese, whatever you like. All right, so I'm gonna do kind of like a layer. I want everything, right? So I've got a nice healthy pinch of cheese. So I'm going in with the cheese, please, first. Just gonna kind of push that down in there. And then I've got my turkey sausage. I'm gonna go ahead and use all of that. It didn't take long, it's getting full. I'm only gonna eat one, but I am gonna try and put 2 eggs in here because I want, you know, that protein to keep me full until we come back on later today when I do my second and final meal for y'all. We're gonna do another snatched away salad with the green pepper. All right, so this is what we have so far. The pepper jack cheese was first, and then I pressed down the turkey sausage. All right, if you guys were with me yesterday, ooh, turkey bacon. You know what? That sounds great. I have turkey bacon. You would have to cook it first and then you could chop it up. Honestly, you guys, whoever was asking about a way to get more veggies in, this is a great way because you just put in whatever you like. Whatever you like. Sorry, silly. Okay. So, whew, oniony. If you guys remember yesterday when we made, what did we make? I can't remember. Oh, the crab. No, the salmon. The smoked salmon bagel. I've got a little bit of red onion. So I'm just gonna, I could and probably should cut it so that it's bite sizes, but I'm just gonna put some little half circles of onion in here. When it cooks down with the cheese, hopefully it'll kind of saute. I don't know. I'm making this up. All right. I like onion, so I'm going to be kind of generous with the onion. If you don't, then you can omit this step. All right. So you guys see what we have so far. We got our pepper, some cheese. We've got turkey sausage and peppers. So another like sausage and pepper kind of flavor going on. All right. Now, I'm going to continue to press this down because I want to put a little more cheese. Then I'm going to try to crack 2 eggs in here. It's already getting kind of full. All right. So we got our eggs. I don't want it to spill out. Whatever you like, yes, you can have. You can have whatever you like. That's right. Y'all, I'm in the Atlanta area, so I am familiar. Okay, so I'm cracking my egg. 1. Okay, I will show you guys. I was just nervous it was going to spill over. Oh, okay. I'm going to hold it. I don't know if you guys can see. So we've got the yolk on top and the egg white. The good thing is it kind of went down into the pepper. So I'm going to try one more egg. Ooh, look at Renee. She's going to make this too. Yummy, yummy. Okay. I try to have at least 2 eggs for breakfast. I know, Akata, you and me and these eggs, but I do. They're a great source of protein. So I'm going to try and put one more on here. I'm just going to crack slowly. I don't want it to go all over the place. Okay, let me wash my hands and I'll show you. Oh God. All right. I'm going to try and lift this up carefully because it's at the brim. I was greedy. When I get my camera stuff with the good morning, Jess, if you guys can see, my egg is literally sitting up high. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to a little salt and pepper, maybe a little sprinkle of cheese, but I want the egg at the top, or I wanted the egg at the top so I can see when it's done. Because y'all know, I'm not good with giving you temperatures and times. I just eyeball it. All right. So a little salt. Again, we've got cheese and turkey sausage in there, so you already have that flavor. Ugh. And then a little cracked pepper. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I wash my hands and then I try to do the pepper grinder and it's like, okay. All right, you guys. So I'm planning my approach to the air fryer. I'm like, okay, I'm making my path so I don't mess anything up. All right. So I'll set it in there carefully. All right, always wiping. So I'm gonna put this in the middle of my air fryer and then I'm gonna put it on the cake setting, which is like a 350. Oh, I was gonna sprinkle just a little bit more. Not too much so that I can't see through. I need to be able to see the eggs turn white and the yolks not jiggling. So hopefully you guys can see. All right, I'm going to the air fryer. Washing my hands. And I just moved it to the middle of the air fryer, that way you can get as much heat circulating around it. Like I said, I'm between meetings. I don't think it's going to take 10 minutes or so, but I'll be watching it. Ah, Renee was going to cook her eggs first. You can, and that'll save you time for sure. All right, so let me clean up and then we'll do beverages and one little meal prep while that's cooking. You know what I was thinking? I could have cut the yellow around here and tossed it in there, but I'm gonna save this for our snatched salad later today. We're gonna do the green pepper, but I'll dice this up so we can have some color. Exactly, get in there. Get in there with the cooking. Hey Alicia, good morning. I have everything set for you guys. I'm really excited about our snatched waste salad. Okay, so we'll save this. I'll toss it in the fridge. So again, just for anybody who joined, I just had a bag of traffic light peppers. And just so you know, or multicolored, the traffic light peppers are red, yellow, and green. So I took the yellow one. So I just cut off the top. We did turkey sausage, the shredded goat's cheese, salt, pepper, red onion, and 2 eggs, 2 raw eggs. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, if you guys were with me yesterday when I got my grocery delivery, you know I'm an onion fan. One of the things that I try to do when I get groceries in, especially produce like this, go ahead and chop it up and put it in my meal containers, prep containers. This helps me to consume more veggies, and also for me, they keep longer. Renee says, what is my eating schedule like? Yeah, my snacks, it kind of depends on my day, you know, with the kids out, they're at their dad, so I've got time now, or between work schedule, you know, I've got a meeting coming up. Let me wash. I've shared this before, but just in case anyone's new, you know, when you're on a meal plan, I'm just drying off my veggies. When you're on a meal plan, usually they give you some type of plan like a small breakfast, you know, a mid morning snack, a medium sized lunch, you know, a mid afternoon snack, and then like, you know, dinner is like the largest meal of the day. I learned that that's not the best for me. I wake up hungry. So when I'm on here like at 10 o'clock, like if it were have it my way, Burger King, I eat, you know, as soon as I work out, 8:30 or 9. But you know, when I'm in here, I like to share with you guys, so I'll just drink beverages. But to answer your question, oh, we were going to do a beverage. I'll have like a mid morning meal like this. It's like 10:30, 11 my time, so like a brunch type meal. Just cutting my green peppers, green onions. And then I'll have like a mid-afternoon meal. I try not to eat late, but I will snack between cheese and crackers, my rice crackers, because I can't have gluten. All right, just cut off the tips of the green onion. I'll have fruit, or sometimes when you see me add fruit to my meal, like I think I'll get my blackberries. This is really mid-morning snack time where I am, but since I haven't eaten yet, I'll add my fruit in with my meal. That'll be a nice picture. All right, so for green onions, on the cutting board, literally just chop into whatever size pieces you like. I love green onion in soup and omelets. I like the color. I do like the onion flavor, and these are milder than like regular yellow onion. So getting towards the tips. And I don't have crazy knife skills, but you want to keep your fingers out of the way. All right, so that's an easy like chop, rough chop. And then you guys know I'm always talking about these meal prep containers. I use them all the time, every day. Let me put up my knife. And literally, I'm just gonna scrape this or pick it up and put it into my meal prep container. So this will last me like a week, right? So you have your cheese shredded, you have your onions or mushrooms or whatever you like, ready to go. Someone was asking, I feel like I heard a beep like a smoke detector, and that is not me. So I'm gonna have to call somebody. 3 meals a day and no snacks? No, that doesn't work for me. I've changed the type of snacks that I eat, but I do snack. All right, so while we're cooking, I got my green onions prepped and ready because I was wasting a lot of, money letting food go bad. Nobody likes that. I'll keep these out. I don't know. I want to put something green on top of the pepper when it comes out. Maybe parsley, maybe this, just for color. All right, wash my hands again. All right, let me take a quick look. I know it's not done, but if you can see, it's still kind of jiggly. And I'm looking at that egg white. I want it nice and solid. So this is going back. No! Y'all, I got a smoke detector battery that needs to be changed. Don't talk about me. I got to call somebody with a ladder. Because we cannot have that in the video. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Whatever works for your schedule. There are so many ways to make healthy choices and eat differently. So I support whatever works for you. I'm just sharing what works for me. Putting up my meal prep containers, but I've shared with you guys. I bought this, I think at Walmart. I use them for leftovers. I use them for ingredients. And then another tip, I use these when I'm hosting a party or a holiday like Thanksgiving. I set the table and I have these out so people take all with them so that I enjoy that one day. And then the next day I get right back on plan. Okay, I'm gonna make a beverage and then I'm gonna make some fruit while we're cooking. I shared this with you guys yesterday. I'm gonna make a pitcher full. Actually, I'm gonna brew it into ice. You know, I like having my own little dishes, so this is my little beverage pitcher. So I'm gonna run this in the Keurig. Lipton has unsweetened tea. So I'm gonna run this in the Keurig, but I'm gonna show you how I kind of sweeten it myself. I think I have some lemon. Of course, my Keurig is out of water. One moment, please. I'll check those eggs in a couple minutes and then I may turn the heat up just a little bit just so I get that nice bubbly brown of cheese. Okay, so for tea, what I'm going to do, I'm going to brew this hot, but I'm going to fill the pitcher with ice. That's how you make iced tea. So you make hot tea and then you pour it over ice. So I'm going to fill this with ice and a couple other things. Aw, thank you, everyone. I appreciate that. Y'all, I'm new at this, but thank you for supporting. Thank you for liking. Thank you for the subscribing. Hopefully, you guys are seeing my pictures when I post them on the community tab. And like I told you, I'm going to be traveling the first week of April, so you'll be able to see where I'm going and you'll be able to see what I'm eating. And I think I'm going to start posting the workouts that I do in case anybody's interested. I was going to say completely optional. You don't have to work out to lose weight. It helps, and it also helps you tone. And then for those of us, over 40, I'm 46, it helps strength for your balance and all that stuff. So I do some light working out because I work at home and I don't want to be too sedentary. Hey, Floyd. All right. So for my tea in the pitcher, you already know my test results showed that I was more acidic. I need to drink more alkaline water. So I put these drops in. Alkaline water for me helps hydrate, which means the water that I drink stays in me to hydrate me instead of just going through. Thank you for the hearts. And then for flavor, I'm making another lemon vanilla tea. So this is 0 sugar, 0 calorie, Skinny Syrups Flavor Burst. You guys know that I keep these everywhere in the car. So it's very concentrated. A little goes a long way. And then this is the lemon, I think, from our, what did we make? The salmon? I can't remember. So I'm going to squeeze this. Always exciting when I get to use my lemon squeezer. Let me check that pepper one more time. All right, you guys can see it's the eggs are white, but what I'm doing is I'm touching it just to see the bounce back, and it's still a little jiggly. So I'm gonna put it back in, and I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit, see if we can get it nice and set. All right, I'm just doing 375 for a couple minutes. Okay. So I've got my lemon squeezer, half a lemon. This is completely optional. You could just drink the tea unsweet, but I want to enjoy it. So you put it down on the side with the holes. See if my hands will do this. And then if I had really big hands, I don't. I'm going to squeeze it into my pitcher. So I'll start, and then you'll see. Okay. I have to use two hands. So I got my fresh lemon juice, and that catches the seeds. And then I don't want to waste, so I'm going to take this little piece out and I'm going to put it into the pitcher. So in here I have my lemon juice, my vanilla sugar-free sweetener, and my alkaline drops. All right, so now I'm going to fill it with ice, run the Keurig. So I've got that pod of the Lipton Unsweet, and we'll brew it in here, and I'll have a nice pitcher that I can sip on all day. All right, almost done. Really all morning. I'm gonna drink more than that. All right, I'm gonna make my fruit, which is like my mid-morning snack, and then take our picture because I gotta run. I've got some fresh blackberries. Again, the fruits that I have are the low sugar fruits. I'm greedy, so I want this big container. I was gonna try and give y'all okay. I'm trying to think so you guys can see. I should use the glass ones, but this is smaller. It's all right. I think my portion is like quarter cup, half cup. I eyeball it. Someone said just get in there with your food. So I'm gonna do about half of the container and then rinse them off and top them with a little bit of coconut whipped cream. You can get whipped cream made from non-dairy, like almond whipped cream. All right, so I have about half a container of fresh blackberries. I remember picking these as a kid. So I'm gonna rinse them off. All right, our tea is done. Let me pour. All right, so we've got our tea. Ooh, the pot is hot. So we've got our just Lipton Unsweet, but I brewed it over ice and with the vanilla sweetener. All right, so we've got our blackberries. I'm gonna take our pepper out. Let me get a glass and a straw. All right, knock something over. Okay, so our beverage. See? I could use a little more sweet. That lemon makes it tart, but again, just a little goes a long way. So squeeze in both, so that's good. Get our coconut cream. That'll go last because it disintegrates pretty quickly. Let's get our pepper. Oh, beautiful! Oh my gosh, can you guys see that? It's got nice, oh, and it's nice and firm. Oh, it looks amazing. All right, I'm gonna put just a pinch of parsley on there. Take a quick picture and then cut into it. Because I gotta run. The parsley is just a garnish. I don't even know what this does, but it looks so nice. I'll put it in a little bowl. Get excited! All right. And our coconut whipped cream from Aldi. Can't have dairy, so this is what I have on my blackberries. My parsley is moving. So this is what I have for breakfast. I am going to cut into it. But let me get a quick picture for our community tab. And then let's see how it looks. It may be kind of messy, but all right, I'm going to put it on a plate, give you the taste test, and then we're done. Again, a dark plate because I have a light. You guys can see. So we got it nice and. Oh. All right, here we go. It's still kind of runny. I'm going to show you guys, but I don't want to mess it up. I'm going to put it back in the air fryer. Thank you. I'm going to put it back in for a couple minutes. Check my community tab, and I'll let you guys know. It's still a little runny inside, and I want it a little bit more done, but it does look beautiful. If you like your eggs that way, fine, but I don't want it to come out everywhere. So thank you all for being here. We'll see you later on for the salad. All right, bye, guys.